and as you're on your way down to Seattle, like not to Everett, but you take, what is that, 527?
Like that
down?
right hand exit that you like
yeah, you
come
kind
up
of
and
loop
around.
Like you're gonna go down to like Woodinville and Bothell. And so it's on that hillside on the east side. It's the big prison and stuff, and there's signs along the highway that's like, don't pick up hitchhikers.
I have seen the prison there.
Exactly.
But I didn't know there was a high school.
There's
next
a
to
high
it.
school tucked right there next to it. They
I love all this.
share
I love all this. I'm going to interrupt you guys just because I want to leave this in. So let me just introduce it. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome to.
You didn't do your video.
This probably doesn't matter. I'll get it. Thank you. Oh my goodness.
Podcast video?
Yeah.
Not. I do an intro video usually.
Yeah.
Who's the video for?
Why are you laughing at me?
Because we really just stomped on this. I'm going to have to. Okay.
This is great.
Okay. Here we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to This Probably Doesn't Matter. I am Luke Atkinson. Across the desk from me, as usual, is my lovely wife, Katie.
What's up?
Hi, Katie. And joining us, can't use this one either. Laine, I'm so embarrassed.
Heikel.
How do I say it?
My last name?
Yeah.
Heikel.
Heikel.
Like Michael. Heikel like Michael.
Hey, everybody.
You can use that.
Welcome to This Probably Doesn't Matter. Okay, Laine Heikel is our guest this evening.
Hello.
Local comedian extraordinaire.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Super
Thanks for having me.
excited.
Thank
This
you.
is awesome.
Thanks so much.
I'm going to patch an intro together out of all of that. It's not going to sound quite as clunky.
We'll fix it in post.
Killer.
Super funny.
Yeah, we're excited that you're here. I know we've talked about getting you on this podcast, so this
Thanks
is
for
cool.
having me.
And I had no idea that there was a prison in Monroe, first of all.
Yep.
As you were saying, maybe before the tape was rolling here.
There's like the car dealerships and then the prison up above.
Yes, on
And
that
then there's a
hillside
high
there.
school.
And there's a high school and they share a fence.
And then over kitty corner is the Speedway.
Yes.
Because I finally figured out where that was.
Yes. Yeah, you're on track. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna go
Okay.
south to like Woodinville and Seattle and stuff,
Actually,
it's on
maybe I
that
didn't know
hillside
it was
there.
a prison, but I've noticed it.
It's definitely a prison.
Oh my gosh.
So it must be pretty low level offender if they're gonna let you share a fence with a high school.
I don't know what's going on in that high school.
Oh, maybe they all wind up in the
I bet
prison.
the high school is over there.
There's a dog chewing a bone in the background here.
Well, how do you get that?
I don't know.
Because it's up there.
What's he chewing on? A different bone that he had hidden. That's
stash.
awesome. Laine, are you a Wenatchee?
Probably chewing on his hand.
Oh,
Sorry.
He's just chewing his own foot off. Great. Insert joke. Are you a Wenatchee native?
I am.
Okay.
I'm from East Wenatchee.
You're from East
actually.
Wenatchee?
Yep. Grew up there. Well, I was born over at the hospital here.
Great.
In Wenatchee, just
Yep.
right down the street.
Just stone's throw away from where we're sitting?
Yes. And I grew up in East Wenatchee. I went to Eastmont High School.
Killer.
Graduated there in 2000, so you can do the math of how much older I am.
Okay.
than you.
We're pretty much the
You're
same
doing the
age.
math.
We're
Yeah.
pretty much the same age. Okay.
All right. And then I went to University of Washington for a few years. And then I switched over to Central Washington in Ellensburg. And I got my degree there.
Dog
And-
to wildcat.
Yes. Yeah. Wildcat dog. Wildcat. Eastmont Wildcats.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh,
There you go.
true.
Yep. And then, so I graduated from there. And then I lived in California for a few years.
Got out of
Right
town.
there.
That's
Yep.
important.
Yeah. California was awesome, too.
What part?
In the Bay Area.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
My
It was awesome.
My pops is
So
from
much
the
fun.
Bay Area, so
Oh, is he?
yeah,
Okay.
he was San Bruno, I believe.
Okay.
So that's the Giants fandom
Yes.
that is somewhat apparent in this room, I suppose.
See? Yeah, on your sweatshirt. Yeah.
Right behind you.
And then behind you,
There's
yeah.
like a-
So
Oh, yeah.
we, I was raised a Giants fan. It's a family
Okay.
divided because my mom and my brother are both Mariners, but it's probably boring for most people. Anyway, go Giants. So
They have a new park now.
No, it's
they've been at
AT&T.
AT&T for, oh gosh,
Oh, Candlestick's
8
the new
years.
park.
No, Candlestick's the old park.
Candlestick
Right, well, they got a new
was-
Levi's
park.
Stadium
Yes,
is the new
okay.
one down
Is the
in
football.
Santa Clarita.
It's a ways out.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
haven't been
Clara,
yet.
Santa Clara, something like that, yeah.
Yeah, because Candlestick was in
right
kind
in
of like
the bay.
South San Francisco
Yeah.
kind of ish. Yeah. But yeah, AT&T, well, it was Pac Bell and it was AT&T and then it was like 1,000 other things before. But that's a
It's
really
been
fun, that's a
AT&T
fun
for a while.
stadium.
It is really cool. It's I haven't been to a ton of ballparks, but as far as the ones I've been to, AT&T, even unbiasedly, I think is one of the cooler parks out there.
One of the coolest things I did when I was down there was we went to, do you remember who Johnny Mosley is?
Oh no.
The skier? Really good looking skier.
Okay.
Went to the Olympics, and he's like known for like extreme sports and stuff. But he's from the Bay Area, and he one year like somehow got the city to approve him to like basically do the rails and nails thing.
Okay.
Here, like we did here, but in San Francisco it's super steep, and so they set up a bunch of snow and they did all these cool tricks and stuff. Well, the people in this neighborhood got like really pissed off about it because it was a really like, very Tony neighborhood, Pack Heights. And so then the next year he moved it to whatever that ballpark is called now, and they built this scaffolding that went like up to the 3rd level.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we're doing jumps and snowboarding, and there was a half pipe, and they had concerts going and stuff.
wow.
It was like so rad.
That sounds like a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Let's get it to Town Toyota Center. Do it indoor. Yeehaw! You already got the ice in there.
Yeah, I don't know how you do
Oh, I
that.
like
Get
it.
all the scaffolding in town.
Yep. You can hire someone; they'll build you something. That
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be very safe.
Do something.
Hey,
I think
like-
we've actually talked to them before.
Laine, my wife and I were talking not too long ago. How do you feel about sneezing?
How do I feel about sneezing?
Yeah,
I'm
I
pro.
like a good sneeze.
I love
I
it.
hate
Yeah.
sneezing.
See, and it's so
How do you
weird to me.
sneeze? Do you sneeze
Wow.
like a kitty cat, or do you sneeze
No,
like
I like
like
so loud. People
Like
like
jet
down
engine.
down the office, like hallway from my office, will be like, "Wow, excuse you." It's like,
A good sneeze is up there, not to the level, but close to orgasm.
you're
that's
sneezing.
really that's really
It's
funny.
something
That annoys me, too.
involuntary. It's uncontrollable. It just it happens,
It's a
and it
release.
feels great.
Yeah.
I don't know how you wouldn't like a sneeze.
How many times do you sneeze a day?
Well, most days 0.
I sneeze
You know what I
50
do get?
times every day.
And that's
What?
not
What?
true.
Okay.
That is so untrue.
20?
No.
Yeah.
Do you have one of those little like clickers that
I'm gonna
like
start now.
ushers carry
No.
at the theater?
I'm gonna start like writing down every time I sneeze.
I do
50
get the
times.
I sneeze all the
You
time.
need to see somebody.
I might have some allergy happening, but
So can we go back to what you said about it being like an orgasm?
Yeah.
Because I had a PE teacher, a health teacher in high school, who when they do the sex ed part,
Okay.
and you're in like junior high and you have no idea what's going on. I think one of the girls in the class asked what an orgasm feels like, and that's how the teacher described it.
oh
Said,
my gosh.
It feels like a sneeze.
Is it like a vagina sneeze or what? How do you?
So think of that 50 times a day next time you're sneezing.
I'm gonna-
If
Think
only
about
we could
my
all
PE
be so
teacher.
lucky. Oh,
yeah,
God.
there we go. Solve all my
Oh,
problems.
goodness.
Right.
That's hilarious.
What's funny too is that her husband also worked for the school, and so then you had that image in your mind. Where
Right.
you're like,
Oh.
yeah. So
I would question how their sex life was if that's really all it was, is a sneeze in bed every now and then. But, hey, that's
I
great.
think it depends on how you sneeze. If you sneeze like a kitty cat or a jet engine,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. That's making sense.
That's just insanity. Like to have your teachers say that. I don't
Yeah.
know. That'd be
She was
weird.
pretty.
It's a gutsy question to ask a teacher, really. I
could-
can't imagine
Yeah,
asking
and
it.
I think it was maybe one of those things where you could write it down.
Oh,
They
okay.
clearly
And then,
though
like,
thought
pass
about it.
She put some thought into it, and she did not shy away from any question that kids asked.
Wow.
Yeah, she was pretty progressive actually when you think back on it. So
Yeah. Eastmont.
yeah, way to go, Eastmont.
Great. I love it. That was all a rabbit trail. So you're from the valley.
Yes.
You were California after college.
Yep.
You're back.
I'm back.
I love it.
I moved to Seattle after I was in California.
Mm-hmm.
Got so I have a degree in construction management,
Uh-huh.
which is a real thing.
That is
Yeah.
so
People
cool.
don't know that.
Really. I really like that.
Yep. And yeah, my parents thought that was pretty weird when I said I wanted to do that.
There's
They're like,
there's some money in it.
yeah, Yeah,
I too am in the construction world.
That's what I've heard.
For those of you who, if you were under the illusion that this was my day job, it's absolutely not. Which is good.
It served me well.
Yeah,
It served me well.
It's killer. I like it.
I mean, I got to go to California for a few years after college and
Right.
not make a single penny to bring home, because when you're in the Bay Area, you
spend it all on your
play
house.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, and when you were there, was that? I mean, it's always been expensive.
Yeah.
But were you at the rise of the tech industry pushing everyone out? Because that was getting real expensive.
So I interned there in 2004, and then I graduated in 2005. So I was there then, and my 1-bedroom apartment in Redwood City was $1,600.
Okay.
And then it went up to $1,900.
That's sounding.
And so then I moved to another place that was more around $1,600 again and stuff.
Okay.
But
Crazy.
yeah. And then when I moved back up to Seattle, I could buy a condo, and my mortgage was, $1,100.
Yeah.
Right.
Or something
Which is
like
not
that.
probably the case anymore.
No,
But
which was still, I way overpaid for that condo
yeah.
too, because then everything fell out. Fell
Oh,
on.
that was
Yeah.
right in the 08.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
in 08, yes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, it's one of those things when you think about real estate and you're just trying to buy for the first time and
Yeah.
stuff, you're like, this is so great. I'm getting an asset and stuff here. And you forget that it's an investment,
Right.
and not every investment makes money.
That's true.
It comes with that risk.
I
So that was fun losing, $70,000.
I have my fingers crossed on ours. I hope that we got in at the right price. But
I'm sure you did. You have a very nice place there.
Thank you.
It's always a work in progress. You'll notice a stack of sheetrock in the living room as you walked in. So
We've been remodeling our house too.
I will never be done remodeling this one. So
I know.
that's great. We're lucky to have a
We have
place to call
dreams.
home. Yeah. Yeah. So you, Laine and I, for the listener, we met.
We all met.
At open mic at the radar station.
Yes.
It's bringing a lot of us together. Some
This
of our
has
podcasts.
been, it's been so fun.
Yes, yeah, it's a
Getting to
ton
know
of
you
fun.
guys.
All of our friends were made at Red Door Station.
Yeah, a lot of our new friends. First of all,
We have no friends.
really sucks making friends in your adult life.
It's
That is
hard.
a terrible thing to try to do.
It's really, really hard.
So I'm almost 30, and I haven't really gone out and made new friends until this year. I've been dealing with friends from 2005 still until just like this year that it's been great to meet new people. So
Yeah.
and talented, interesting people. So Laine, you are a comedian, an aspiring as
Yeah.
myself. I hesitate to call myself that.
I know. At what point can you call yourself that?
I don't
I'm curious.
know.
I don't want to overstep my boundaries.
I think
don't
I'd want.
know.
I think
You
I'd
know?
want a good 20 before I'm going to start calling myself that.
A good 20
Yeah, good
years?
20 minutes. No, 20 minutes. I want
okay.
like a tight 20. I want a tight 20 that like I know works. And I don't know. So I went up on Saturday,
Okay.
and I don't know if I plugged this. I have plugged this on a podcast
Yeah,
in
how'd
the
it go?
past. It went so bad
No.
for my 5 minutes. It did not go good.
Why?
Wrong crowd.
I think it had something to do with it.
That's what I said.
Okay, I'm
That's
gonna
everything.
take blame where my blame is due. I don't think that my jokes were good enough. Just to start
Okay.
right there.
Did you do the horseshoes?
I did do horseshoes.
Oh, I like horseshoes.
I like horseshoes also.
Nobody laughed.
No one laughed at
Oh.
horseshoes. So I actually talked about this briefly on stage last night.
Okay.
But
At Radar.
I didn't. Yeah, at Radar, because I had to air out my dirty laundry on this because it did not feel good. In fact, I did so
It's part of
bad.
the healing process.
I woke up Sunday morning with 101-degree fever, and I think my body reacted so bad to me bombing that it was like, fuck this, let's just kill him. Let's just try to kill him.
Self-destruct.
Yeah.
He just says that because he was sulking all day and he doesn't really want to tell you that he was doing that.
So I missed a punchline on my first
no.
joke. I literally missed my punchline on my first joke. Just didn't even say
I
it.
totally forgot some of my jokes when I was up there.
I can't
a few
imagine.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
I just
Trying
skipped
to
right over
remember
him,
that.
just like a rock across the pond. I was like, we just keep going. I'm like, forgot those ones.
Yeah.
So my first joke is not necessarily an endearing thing. It's talking about how if I can't get a hold of someone with the type of people I hang out with, the first thing I do is check the jail roster.
Yeah.
And the punchline to it,
I like
hey, if
that
any
one.
of you are listening, it does have a punchline. The punchline to it is you can't get a hold of your friend Steve. It's because he's in a business meeting. I can't get a hold of my friend Jeff. It's because he went streaking through an old folks' home. Right. I just totally skipped the punchline.
It's
so
always
essentially,
Jeff. It's always a Jeff. That was a joke I did a few weeks ago.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
listening right now too.
Oh yeah, he's about to.
So
He's gonna be so happy he's on this.
hey, shout out to
got-
Jeff. So
Plug Jeff.
I missed that punchline, and essentially I go no laughs for the first minute and a half, which is almost impossible to recover from.
Oh no.
And then I do horseshoes, and then I call my wife a big-tittied whore. Right, because that line follows horseshoes. So now I've gone 2 minutes without laughs. I just called my wife a whore, and if my act doesn't get laughs, it goes from being stand-up to just a misogynistic TED Talk. Is all I've been doing this whole time.
It
was so bad.
Misogynistic TED Talk.
if anyone's listening, I gave him permission to call me that though.
Yes,
A
it's
little
part
disclaimer.
of the act. It's part of the act.
He
but-
literally called me the first night he ever wanted to say that and was like, "Can I say this?" And I was laughing so hard. I was like, I don't even care at this point. Like,
Anyway, my Saturday was brutal. It really was not good. I gutted up. I have
I'm
it on
so
audio.
sorry.
I have it on audio. I listened
I
to
have
the last
video.
minute of it.
I'm so sorry.
And in the last minute, I got some stage. I think the most reaction is when I said, "Hey guys, I'm going to get off stage and let some funnier people get on." And that was just like, "Oh yeah."
Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry. That just feels.
It was. I learned a lot. I
Okay.
learned a lot from it. So
I literally showed up after I had to work that night.
Yeah.
And I literally showed up at Bob's Classic with him and his brother sitting at the bar and Luke sitting over a glass of water with the hiccups, already drunk. Because he just kept going over it and over it. And his
I
brother
couldn't
and I
let it
were
go.
just like
Hiccups
trying to
are like
go
the anti-orgasm.
yeah. Oh man. Oh yeah. That's so good.
I'm sorry. Like you're feeling bad and then you get the hiccups.
Yeah.
Which is just your body just punching itself.
Mhm,
Yeah, right? Like, I'm out of control. I
You
don't know
had
what to
them
do
for like
anymore.
20 minutes.
Yeah, I hit the
No.
green room immediately after. I sat in a chair in the corner with the other comedians kind of looking at me, and I think I drank all of Alex's beer that he had brought for us, just one after another. Like,
Oh, no. Was Alex there too?
yeah, he
Okay.
hosted.
Oh, he hosted. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he
wasn't
was-
there the night I was there because he
Oh, okay.
had like double booked himself with the Apple
Gotcha.
Blossom
Oh,
stuff.
that's right.
Yeah. I'm like, when did you realize that? He was like, about 3 weeks before.
Yeah.
Like, thanks, man. I need
Way to
you
go.
here.
No, it worked out, but I'm so sorry. That's a bummer. I did
There's
some
always
jokes.
next time.
There is if Alex ever invites me back, I'll keep booking my own shows, so that's fine.
That's all right. I had a couple jokes at Radar Station last week and the week before that I was like, just crickets. And I was like, okay, well, now we know where we stand on those issues.
Right.
Human trafficking, not on the list. Got it.
Your Hobby Lobby joke, and I won't tell it
Oh,
on
I
here.
yeah.
It's
That one
that's
gets a
one
lot
of my
of
favorites.
I-
That's hilarious.
I like that one
Just
too.
as a line, it's well thought out. It's clever. I really like that.
Thank you. That was one of those drank too much coffee laying in bed.
Yeah, I ought to
Lines.
try that.
Mm-hmm.
I try to drink beer and right, and it doesn't work as well. Maybe I should go to the
Coffee.
stimulant
Real
route.
Yeah. Coffee,
Hyped
tea.
up on caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeehaw!
You're just staring at the ceiling.
So what got you into comedy, Laine?
I've always been a comedy nerd.
Yeah.
I've going way back. In third grade we had to write a or we can go back even further. We had to write a little like what I want to be when I grow up, and most kids are doing like I want to be a doctor, I want to be a fireman, you know, I want to be a teacher and stuff. And I was like, I want to work on the Muppet Show. Like, that was my answer. It was like I want to voice cartoons, and I want to work on the Muppet Show, and I want to meet Jim Henson, and like I had all these like things that I wanted to do because I'm like that's a job.
Brilliant.
Like I can do that and stuff. And so I've always really been into like that silliness and like the idea of a variety show, and I love that the radar station is like Wenatchee's own Muppet Show, just a host of like colorful weirdos that
you
just
are
come
accepted
in.
as you come.
Yeah, like we're gonna do a song, we're gonna do a skit, like you know.
Ladies and gentlemen,
like,
if somehow you don't know, it's Thursday nights at the radar station.
Yes.
You sign up at 7.
Please come.
Show starts at 8. It's a ton of fun.
It's
awesome.
been really. I am so proud of everybody that gets up, and people do like poetry, which is like the most terrifying thing to me.
I can't imagine. If I didn't have
I
like
hide behind jokes.
yeah, it's like at least I can lean on like, oh, it was supposed to be funny. So as opposed to I'm bearing my soul to you.
You might as well stand up there naked. That is like as exposed as it feels to me. And the first time I went was back in October, and you were hosting actually, and
Yes.
a couple of like teenagers or maybe like early 20s. A couple of guys
real
got
young
up.
kid.
Yeah. And
I
there
think
were
he
a
was
few
like
of them.
15.
Yes.
And he was in the front row
Yes.
while I was telling jokes about how I used to smoke crack. And it was the weirdest
I
thing.
think his parents were there too.
Yeah.
Is this one of those nights that I had to come late?
Yes.
Gosh, dang it.
No, and they were, so that's when I was doing the vegan jokes too.
Okay,
and they were like, we're vegan, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Of course they were vegan,
know, of
of
course.
all people.
Hey
That's so
there.
great.
Hey there, well, you're not gonna like these next couple minutes, as I
Yeah.
disagree with your lifestyle.
Oh, okay. That was one of your first couple times up?
That was my first time
Okay.
ever.
I love it,
That
yeah.
was my first time ever going up and doing comedy, and I had met. So going back, when I moved to town, I was like, I gotta like, so I moved to town, and I actually had a job over at the hospital as a contractor.
Okay.
And then that project ended, and my company went back to Seattle. I wanted to stay in Seattle, so I got laid off. So now I'm mid-divorce, no car, 2 kids in Wenatchee in the dead of winter, and I was like, I gotta find something else to do while I search for a job. So I'm on unemployment at this point too.
Okay.
So this is a nice, fun valley
There
of
you
the
go.
life.
Yeah.
So I started volunteering at the PAC while I was looking for a new job.
Okay.
And the PAC is awesome. I was
Yeah.
selling tickets at the box office, and you get to go to the shows and
So
stuff
much
too. It's
fun.
really cool. And so I met Kelly there, and Marissa, and a couple other folks, and we're just telling them I've always been interested in doing comedy. And actually, when I was in college, going through construction management stuff, I was talking to my mom one day, and I wasn't accepted to a program yet, and I told her, you know, if this construction management stuff doesn't work out, because I'd already changed my major like 4 or 5 times by this point, you know how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you know, if this construction management stuff doesn't work out, I think I'm going to go into comedy.
Okay.
And she was like, be serious. And I was like, I actually was kind of serious.
Oh, no.
And so that kind of like, but that has always been something that I've been really interested in. I love Steve Martin and oh my gosh, all the stand-ups. Let me think about. It's hard to pick just one that's my favorite, but probably like Steve Martin has been one of my ultimate favorites.
Yeah.
And
yeah. I used to
you know,
have
Tina Fey, obviously,
on
and
like the original spinny wheel iPod. I had a couple of Steve Martin albums that I must have listened
Let's
to.
Get Small.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some of
What
those
was his
too.
live one that he did? And he had he had a couple of the famous characters on that live one. The wild and crazy guy.
Yeah, yep.
That guy.
So yeah, like SNL and
yeah.
all that stuff. So I've always really admired comedians because I think they're first of all, they're very clever.
Yeah.
And I just find their thought pattern really interesting and stuff. So where was I going with this? Volunteering at the PAC.
Yeah.
So this is how I got into it. Actually, was through Kelly and Marissa, you know, and making them laugh and stuff. And I've always loved to do that. Telling them, you know, I would love to do comedy, and that's like something that I've always been wanting to pursue, but don't know how. And they're like, well, let's get you hooked up with Alex.
Totally.
So then Alex and I started like texting each other and stuff. Like I think we had kind of like known who each other was, but not met because he's a few years younger than me. So we went to school. We went to the same school, but we don't think we were ever in school together.
Okay. Yeah.
So finally got connected with Alex. We got coffee one day, and he had the really good advice is like, let's just set a date for you. Let's, come to the radar station on October 18th, and let's see what happens. And so that was really good for me to just like have that deadline.
Yeah.
And to just like.
How do you write?
How do I write? I do a lot of just like scribbling on Notepad.
Just throughout the day.
Yeah, I try to. A lot of stuff at night, actually, when my mind can actually wander.
Yep.
That's when a lot of stuff comes to me. That's when the Hobby Lobby joke came. Yeah, I think just talking with people and bouncing ideas off. My sister actually is also very funny, and so she and I will banter a lot of stuff. She and I kind of like co-wrote the East Side Arcade joke stuff too.
Okay.
So
yeah, and I've gotten a couple because I do listen to these back before I post them, just in case. But I've gotten a couple from podcasting, like listening back to stuff that I've talked about with people. So it's selfishly, that's a great thing about it. Is I can
you get
just
these
spitball
sparks.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to explore it a little bit further, and I think that's a really fun part where you're
that's
like,
a side of writing that I need to get into a little bit more, because I'll get and I'm guilty of this. I'll get a premise, I'll short setup, quick punch, and then instead of going from that punch and getting a little bit further in, I'm pretty non sequitur. I'm kind of one-linery, and I need to start exploring. Like, no, let's pull that premise into 5 jokes rather than leaving it at 1. So I'm aware of my shortfalls in that area, shortcomings.
I took a acting class at the PAC.
Yeah.
Again, through like Kelly and Marissa and stuff, got me connected through them, and that was really great because Tess, the teacher there, her advice was always like, be more specific.
Yeah.
And just keep getting down to like the very last detail and stuff, and that's when you can really pull out like what makes these things funny, is you're getting more and more specific about it, and that's something that I try to remember when I'm writing, is like another thing I've heard was if you're reading a news story or you hear something and you kind of keep thinking about it, and you're like, why does that interest me so much? Yeah. Like that, and
start picking it apart.
Yeah, and like, let's go a little deeper. Let's find out why does this why is that so weird? Why does that interest me? Why do I want to know more about that?
One of my favorites is Bill Burr.
Yes.
And I feel like I listen to him pretty much twice a week on his podcast.
Okay.
And I'll listen to him say stuff where I want to get so mad, because it's like, oh, he just said exactly what I think. Like, exactly what I think. But I never would have said it, because the way he attacked it, the way he wrapped his mind around it was it just in a way that I really do need to learn how to think in a different way than I do, because he'll say something that's like, just duh. Like, of course, that's exactly what I think, but it would have taken me 10 years to ever word it how you just did.
Because he's been doing it for so long.
He's
brilliant. It's like a conditioning thing. Like, you can't just go out and run a marathon. You have to, like, do the couch to 5K first.
There are guys like
you
gotta
Bill start, Burr. Like, reading the dictionary and learning big words.
I don't know what I need to do. Well, and he doesn't really speak in the big word department. It's just so
like, he's
concise.
rapid fire.
Yeah.
Though. Boom, 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 boom.
Like, how does your mind think that way? Like, you really have to exercise and be that quick, because
be alert.
I'm not that. Luke says I have dyslexia of the mouth.
Yeah. You talk out the backside.
Dyslexia. No, like, my words come out.
It's just the wrong word sometimes.
Wrong way.
It's very
Give
sweet.
me an example.
Oh gosh, I don't even know. Like,
I'll before we're done here, I will come up with an example.
Well, the other day I was writing an email out and I said, it's the comfortability of being up there, or something like
comfortability.
Yeah,
like comfort and reliability.
Yeah,
comfortability. Yeah,
that's be comfortable, and it'll be comfortable. Like,
the comfortability
I don't know,
of the space. I like that one.
Yeah, it's like
she was on the phone.
And it's like,
she's on the phone with me while she was writing it, and I was just like,
He's like, is that a word? And I was like, well, it's not saying it's wrong. So.
The computer says it's a word.
It's not giving me a red line. So
is that a word?
Can't. There was no red line apparently.
But there were no synonyms.
Well, I learned something today.
I probably could have used it, but it sounded dumb,
Oh,
so
my
I
phone.
reworded it.
Comfortability.
It just doesn't seem right.
It's
It's
kind of
like, what do you
clunky.
even like use it in a sentence? I don't know.
How would you spell it?
Like comfortability, literally.
ILI.
ILITY.
I don't know how to spell comfortability.
It's a word.
I'll be damned.
It's a noun.
God dang it. I could have used it.
The
could've.
condition of being comfortable.
Literally, the condition.
Wow.
I could have said it. I think that the sentence
Comfortability.
that I rewrote was
Like-
way better, like flowing.
The condition of being comfortable. Comfortable.
That's so funny.
Okay, well, there it is. It's comfortability, folks.
Luke
Word
just
of the
said
day.
I sound dumb, and then
I did not say
Joking.
ever that you sounded dumb. I don't have any success sounds. All of my sounds on my soundboard are fail sounds. But I'll give it the trombone. It's a success trombone.
we
We're
go.
changing it to the success trombone. Comfortability. Okay.
So I just had to get up and leave because Cash was going at his paws.
Is he chewing through his foot again?
Yeah, like but the front paw. So I go. I
you put
bought this
vinegar on it?
spray,
Mhm.
and it's like a sour spray
Oh, you like
for
sour
the
apple?
dogs. Yeah, but it's like it is made for pets.
Mhm.
Like,
I think it's
It's
cider vinegar,
safe.
essentially.
yeah, basically, and it makes him not lick his paws because he'll chew his back foot and like take his pad off.
Dogs are so gross.
And
Ugh.
he
We have.
just
Ugh.
I can't handle him chewing like that. It's just so annoying. Like I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll hear him and I'm like, it like that bone, like it hurts your soul.
Yeah.
Annoying
Mhm.
too. It's like, oh,
We always had cats growing up, and that was like the two things that you could hear, like a cat like licking itself in the
and
middle
then
of the
coughing
night.
up a hairball.
Yeah. And then you like levitate out of bed to get it like off of your bedspread or like over to on the hardwood, right? Like not on the carpet.
I
That's
remember
what
with
drives
my
me
cat.
nuts. Yeah.
My
Why
cat
can't they go
growing
to
up-
hardwood?
I don't know. Every animal does it. Our dog just did it the other day. We replaced all of the carpet upstairs with Pergo.
Yeah.
And we have just a few like area rugs, and the dog barfs 6 inches into
Yes,
the area
of
rug.
course.
Like, "You fucker.
It's so annoying.
My cat used to hairball on my bed.
Yeah.
Like I would wake up and hear her coughing up, and I'm like, "Are you seriously doing this right
You
now?"
could be dead asleep, and then you hear the
Oh yeah.
and you
Oh,
just like
man.
levitate out of bed and like no.
Yeah.
Like, I've been trying to think of a way to do some I hate dog jokes without making me sound like a total bitch.
Oh, that's tough on the dog thing.
You could just
I
call
know.
yourself a bitch like a female dog, and you'd be totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
see.
yeah. And so I've been trying to like figure. Well, like I said, the human trafficking jokes did not go well at the radar station. So I
I'm trying
imagine
to
the
remember
dog jokes.
them.
It was about Bob Kraft.
Oh yeah. Now I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna tackle that evening, and I just didn't get anything real punchy right away, so I left it.
Yeah. I half-assed it.
I'll give you a new one. Ready?
Yeah.
A woman who declared veganism cured cancer died of cancer, and she was a vegan.
Oh no. It's like the Atkins guy dying early.
Oh
You
my
hear that?
gosh.
Yeah. I think he
No,
actually
I
hit his
Didn't
head.
he
though.
fall?
I think he did. Yeah. I think he hit his head.
So
The
here
Atkins
was
guy.
here was
This lady
mine.
literally died of cancer, and she was a vegan.
Ew.
I briefly tackled this one last evening. There's a billionaire. He was a diamond trader. Died during a penis enlargement operation.
I saw that.
Yeah,
Oh, and you're like, oh, this just writes itself.
I kind
Got a
of
good laugh.
I kind of just did a setup. So here was my whole premise.
Did you just read the article?
Yeah, I summarized real quick. He was a masseuse originally. That was his first job. So he was a masseuse, and then worked his way through everything. Became a diamond trader.
How do you jump from
I don't know.
masseuse to
I love
diamond trader?
self-made
Met
billionaire.
someone like would put money into it.
Nope.
I don't know.
Self-made billionaire. Masseuse to diamond trader.
Amazing.
I said, so he obviously knows how to give a good rub down, but didn't have the jewels worth rubbing.
Ha!
That was my joke on it. So, terribly punny. Yeah, not that, but I just
What was
couldn't
he
believe
going in for a surgery?
penis enlargement.
Enlargement.
Penis
Okay.
enlargement. Yeah.
Sick.
The other part of the article that I read and loved was according to a friend of his who wanted to remain anonymous. He was a short guy. And the only time...
Oh, you're kidding. That's really surprising.
Yeah, with the penis enlargement thing, of course, that's surprising. So the only time that he forgot about his short stature was when his accountant read his bank statements to him, which apparently he called and had him do several times per day.
He needed his ego rubbed quite a bit.
So
most guys use magazines and stuff, right?
that's pretty
Not
wild.
like
Yeah, not bank statements. He would call his accountant for his bank statement.
There's all sorts of psychological
Yeah. Major
shortcomings
issues for sure.
there.
Crazy.
Yeah. Ugh.
It would really suck to die, though, trying to get a larger penis.
I didn't know that operation existed.
Well, it's like, what, knee? You can get knee, like, to make
That
yourself
was the
taller.
other thing I
You
said,
can
is
get
I
knees
said,
to make
hey-
yourself taller.
Yeah. Did you ever see that Real World? Was it True Life? Remember all those MTV things? They were like True Life. I'm getting plastic surgery.
Yeah.
And like one guy got like calf implants.
Oh, no, but
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
Like ugh.
I told
I
Luke
mean-
I want finger implants because I think mine are short and stubby.
Just get a bunch
Yeah.
of
I want,
finger,
like,
Chinese
I
finger
want
traps and
you
just
have nice
just-
fingers. See,
Oh,
I want.
I have man
I want-
hands.
No, I want long, skinny fingers.
I do not have long skinny fingers. You're gonna have to keep looking.
Oh, boy.
That's easy.
There's a little freak.
So how did he die? Actually getting
Knowledge.
a penis enlargement?
It was
I mean, you can manipulate
Very
any part of your body to look
vaguely-
like whatever you want.
Yeah, I wish there was a little bit more medical information in what I was reading. I don't know what they inject. Whatever they were injecting was straight into the penis, so I don't know if it's just collagen or like the lip poofy stuff. Anyway, whatever they
blow-in insulation.
yeah, attic insulation. I got a R49 value on my cock.
Right. You're
So-
gonna appreciate it come winter. Come winter.
Oh, Yahtzee.
Gross.
Yeah, shortly after they injected whatever they did, heart attack on the operating table. So,
Must have had something that went straight. Just shocked him.
yeah. It just seems so bizarre. You would have to have such an
I would like
It'd have to
know,
be pretty small
Yeah.
to really need to do that.
Or you just have a very messed up way of thinking about yourself, I
Yeah.
guess.
Are you opening that fridge, honey?
Yeah.
I would take a Coors
You're
Light.
very slight
want
about it.
anything?
This
Well, I had a
podcast-
joke,
Right now,
but
I've
I'm
still
not
got-
gonna say it on
Oh.
record.
Podcast
one of-
brought to you by Coors Light.
One of my coworkers today, I really had to hold back because
Sorry,
I
did you say
forgot
you
that
were
I.
okay?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. I had to hold back because I remembered that I was like working in a professional office,
Right.
and they said something about they were trying to share something that they had read, and I said it's short but fascinating, and I had to hold back like that's what she said. like you're still on
I'm very thankful that I don't work in a office where I have to hold back on any of that stuff.
It's hard some days.
Yeah. What's in Hey, look at you go.
Ka.
It's interesting for me switching between customer service and then
missed it.
subcontractors
Oh yeah, you
because
have
I
to.
do that constantly.
I've been
where
there,
it's-
yeah.
You swim through a sea of fucks when you're talking to your subcontractors. And then you go to a customer and it's like, well, sir or madam. Yeah, it's brutal.
Oh, whatever you need.
Yeah. Right on it.
Yeah, that's a good skill to have though, to be able to just like switch gears like that.
And you know
be able
what?
To
It's-
communicate to a bunch of
yeah.
different people for different reasons.
I don't think
and-
it's just my job. I'm guessing most people do something very similar where you have a work lingo and a.
Do you have a work
customer.
voice?
Um,
Do you have your customer service voice?
No.
And then you have your like job site voice.
no, those stay pretty similar, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I
think
just
for
got
me-
lied to by either a vendor or a subcontractor, and I'm not sure which one today. For I think the first time in the last year, where it was just like very egregiously, someone is absolutely yanking my chain right now.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Can you tell me, or maybe it's
I mean, I
somebody
can.
like-
It has to either do with supply chain management from my vendor, who told me that a product was ready, and my this is so
Yep,
boring for people. That something was ready to pick up, and a subcontractor who was supposed to pick up and install said product, and sub said no, it wasn't ready, so I went and did this. Vendor said yes, it was ready. He didn't want it and wanted to go do the other thing that he did, and I have just no idea. And it was a deadline thing. I was like, well, that's fine. I really don't care. I don't care who's lying. Sub, you're working the weekend. You're going in on Saturday and finishing because it's done by Monday.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
kind of
man.
annoying. Yeah.
It just I've actually gone down. I've been lied to a lot in my job, and then also in my marriage.
Oh, okay.
If you guys want to go down that rabbit hole,
let's jump in.
it's pretty interesting. But in my professional job, I've actually like gotten in the car, driven down to the office, and I'm like standing there in their lobby, and I'm like, "Do you want to tell me what's going on now?" And and it's taken a lot of years to like get up to that courage. But at the end of the day, you're like, "Hey, man, this is my job on the line here."
Right.
Like,
That's your name.
Yeah, like.
And in some senses, I really didn't care who was yanking my chain on it. It's just like, someone fix it. Just fix it.
Yeah.
So,
Mediamente.
yeah, immediatamente, I think
Yeah, whatever is what I said.
I don't think that's a real word either.
People say it.
Immediatamente.
Creme de
Immediamente.
menthe? Oh.
Immediamente. Immediately.
So, yeah, immediately. I
It's like a
love...
lingo.
Rapido.
Um,
But yeah, I think the worst thing that somebody can do to you is lie to you, frankly, without like physically harming you. I think that's probably one of the worst things you can do. It's because when people lie to you, it means they don't respect you enough to tell you the truth.
yeah. Yeah, no, I guess
Yeah.
that's what you would boil it down to.
That's what really bothers me about it. It's like they think they can just get away with it. And that is
I think the
infuriating.
temptation is that you think...
It
I'm
always
gonna
comes out
devil's
in the
advocate.
end.
I'm gonna devil's
Yeah.
advocate it
Okay.
right now. The temptation on not telling someone the truth would be if you think that you're saving them unneeded emotional pain, right?
Sure.
There are.
I guess
let's
on the-
let's
okay,
just go moral
yes,
compass on
okay.
it. There are lies that are okay to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Ever?
Yeah.
Do you think? I'm asking you.
As a parent now, that's okay. So that's one thing. So Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm impressed, or I don't know what you want to call it, but as an entire globe, we've all kept of the Santa Claus thing for this long, and it's like an unspoken rule. Like people are like, no, we just don't. We keep that alive. We keep that idea alive. Did I just ruin your Christmas set, Luke? You're like, what do you mean?
This is an
'Cause my
interesting.
kids
I
are-
think that
like-
the Santa Claus thing though goes to be like the Easter Bunny. It's
Yeah, yeah.
something to like revolve around in that sense for people. And
I just think it's great. Like everyone's
I mean-
still like in on it.
but kids
It is wild.
kids
You know?
figure it out.
Yeah.
Like our my stepdaughter figured it out. And she won't say it, but you can tell. She's like,
Yeah.
yeah, haha, okay. Like, okay.
Here's the thing. We grew up without the internet, so.
We're like the last generation to do that.
Yeah. I remember I was cruising dial-up when I was probably 7 or 8, something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe 9 or 10. Yeah, I remember cruising dial-up on the Gateway 2000.
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
had
I
a gateway
used to
too.
go-
It came in the cow box.
The big
Remember
cow
that?
box.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My first
Best.
laptop was a gateway.
Nice.
I used to go on to the Disney Channel. I'd be like, Mom, can I go on the Disney Channel? And then I'd play games on there.
Yeah.
And it was- yeah.
Pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
It's like not how it happens anymore.
No. Like
I am terrified of the younger generation's easy access
I hate
to.
Oh.
There's there will definitely be no phones in bedrooms for quite a long time. I didn't have a cell phone until I was 17.
Yeah, I was 16.
when I was driving, I had a cell phone. When I
Yeah.
first started driving. Yeah,
Okay.
but it was like Motorola flip
Yeah.
phone where
Oh,
you
yeah.
had minutes.
Yep.
Remember
Yep.
you had minutes?
Remember, I'll call you after 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Nights and weekends.
Yeah, I don't want internet in bedrooms.
Nope.
Behind closed doors.
Nope.
Just because here's I one of my hobbies is finding terrible things online, so I know how easy it is to do.
It doesn't take long.
No, the best place is 4chan. If you want to find
Oh.
terrible things online, it's 4chan. That is just a group
I've
of
never even heard that.
yeah. It's
When I first started that, I thought
it's
that was
Reddit
the,
for
like,
mouth breathers
Oh,
sort of
God.
thing.
I haven't even done Reddit. Like I downloaded it and I still don't use it. Like
yeah,
I don't know. I just not.
I'm not a huge.
I have
blogger.
Facebook.
I don't
I
interact.
that.
I'm not an interactor.
You're just an observer.
Yeah.
You like to watch.
I just forget
the
about
4chan.
Reddit. I haven't really gotten myself into that thinking.
You know, I had an electrical question the other
Where'd it
day,
go?
and I went on Reddit into an electrician's subreddit.
Okay.
Typed in my
Is
question.
it like a chat room? I don't know.
It's not a chat. It's a
like a
forum. It's a
blogger.
message board.
Those.
Like you can find
Um,
people's forums on.
Oh,
How
yeah, yeah.
they're
So I
Okay,
went
okay.
into the
such a
electricians
dork. I don't
the
know all this
electricians message board forum whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Typed a question and had 5 answers in the first 5 minutes that I posted it from.
There's just people just hanging out.
Yep.
Ready to answer your
I
question.
only know the
they're
word
just
forum
doing the
because I
same
did
thing
the
I'm
same
doing.
thing and it said forum.
Anyway, is there ever a morally okay lie to tell? Hey, honey, do these jeans make me look fat?
No.
That seems like the perfect lie to tell.
Well, there's like your
Not that I
baseline,
think
like
ever that your jeans make you look fat. It's,
Thanks.
There's there's like the yes and the no, and then the it depends zone.
And like, do you lie to them because you like it benefits them, but you know it makes them mad, but it's still gonna benefit them,
I just
and to make them happy
Yeah.
deep down.
yeah.
I don't know. It's
don't
so
know.
hard.
I think. I mean, are you trying to protect them? Are you trying to make
I'm
them
just
feel good
wondering-
temporarily,
I'm
but
just-
like, or protect them long term? Where you're like, those don't fit.
You look fat, take them
Yeah,
off.
like- Well, I think there's a way you
joking.
can have some.
And
tact.
that's just one example
Right, yeah, yeah.
of I'm just opening the door on. There's
It's
got to
a-
be
yeah.
times where a lie is the morally correct thing. Am I crazy?
No,
Can we
I
not
hear
come
what
up
you're
with any
saying.
scenario where that's true?
I mean, I can come up with a scenario in my work life of someone said something to me and I get questioned of, well, did they say anything? It's like, if I know it's going to hurt their feelings,
yeah.
then no, because it doesn't need to be
Right.
known and it's not, it doesn't pertain to conversation. Like,
It doesn't. It doesn't.
it doesn't
further
benefit
anybody. Yeah.
anyone
Yeah, yeah.
in something. It only is going to hurt the person.
Right.
And then their day is going to, so to say,
So
no,
if
nothing was said.
Laine tells Katie that I am a real asshole, and then I ask Katie, did Laine call me an asshole? That would be a good time to lie. Would that be the morally correct lie? Is
Well,
that it?
depends on why she's calling you an asshole.
I guess that depends.
I mean, if she was like,
just-
"Wow,
I'm
Luke's an
playing out
asshole,"
your
joking,
scenario,
it's
yeah.
like, yeah, she totally called you an
I mean,
asshole.
what are the stakes here?
Yeah,
I guess that's a. I guess
I think
that's
it's
kinda
it's
what-
also
it's
on.
a
It's just such a
slippery
situation.
Nuclear
My situation.
holocaust. Those are the stakes. Okay.
Those are the stakes. Oh well, then lie away.
You guys can all email your answers into this conundrum. It's thisprobablydoesn'tmatter@gmail.com. Look forward to hearing from any of you. And be sure to check out the website, thisprobablydoesn'tmatter.com. Follow us on all of the social media, Instagram, Twitter. I'll tweet you.
Speaking of
Little shameless plug right there.
Wonderful.
plugging March 22nd, are you
Yeah.
gonna come?
I'm going to try to.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. There's an
March
example.
to that.
That's an example of a lie to
You
save
should've just
someone's
lied and
feelings.
said yes.
No, that's. I am truthfully trying.
Okay. We'll be
I would
really
love to.
excited to have
If
you
we
there.
need to figure out babysitters, we'll figure it out.
I
Like,
know. I know. It's hard because I'm engaged. My fiance.
Hey,
is
congratulations.
Really wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. He's really wonderful. But
Do I have? I do. There
Oh!
it is. Okay.
wonderful. But he's been very generous to share. Take a lot of the. I don't want to call it babysitting, but a lot of the
Responsibility.
kid time
Yeah.
and stuff, so I
Yeah.
can go do radar station, so I can
Totally.
go do stuff like this. and
You
stuff,
need to
so I
bring him,
appreciate
though.
it.
Yeah, I was gonna
Sometime.
say, when
know.
are we gonna meet
He's-
this man?
He's
Yeah.
really fun. He's really, really fun.
Okay.
Of course
I didn't
he
even know
is.
you were dating, and
Yeah.
then you got up on stage and you're like, "I'm engaged," and I was like,
Yeah.
what?"
I was thinking about.
Trying to hook you up with my cousin Matt. I don't know.
I was thinking about
got
starting
engaged in the summer.
a babysitting service and calling it the Kid Kennel, and everyone can just go drop their kids off real quick to get to the open mics and the shows, and we'll
I think.
give them a blanket and a bowl of water, and
Yeah, some applesauce.
be good enough.
Graham crackers.
I was thinking about starting an adult daycare and calling it the Elder Shelter. So we got the kid kennel, and the Elder Shelter.
So you like drop your
same
grandma off
idea.
and
Yeah.
Just different snacks or
Um,
same snacks.
I mean, graham crackers probably go all the way
Probably.
through on that.
Yeah.
Those names are trademarked, by the way.
We make graham crackers with peanut butter and honey on them.
Yeah.
You guys ever do that?
Killer.
We call them poo snacks,
Okay.
like Pooh Bear snacks.
Yep.
Sorry, what
Uh,
was on that?
Peanut butter
Peanut
and
butter
honey.
and honey.
That was my
Um,
favorite sandwich
It's
growing
so
up.
good.
Have you ever done peanut butter and marshmallow cream?
No, because
With
I think I would be instantly addicted to that.
It's amazing. I don't remember what my
What's like
fluffy
The,
nutter is
Oh,
what my
yeah,
mom
yeah,
used to
yeah.
call it,
Uh-huh.
and
do you have like a gross food snack that
Yeah.
you like that nobody else likes?
ready for this?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't done it since Luke and I have been married.
You've been hiding it from him, or
No, he
you
knows.
just-
It's a Danish thing. My grandfather did it. Pears
Okay.
with mayonnaise and cheese on it.
Oh,
What
that's
kind
not
of,
too
what
mind
kind
blowing.
of cheese? Like
Cheddar.
You've piqued my
Like shredded
interest.
cheddar.
Is it hot or cold?
No, cold. You like can't,
Is it like a canned pear?
Yeah, like when growing up, we would pull out, canned pears,
Uh-huh.
and then you put a dollop of mayonnaise on and some cheese.
So you like mayonnaise?
Oh, I love. Like,
Oh,
I
we should form a
eat it
club.
About a spoonful,
I
man.
love mayonnaise.
So
Nobody
we
else
would
does.
Like, I'll
do-
put it on my finger while I'm making a sandwich to lick it off. It's kind of like peanut butter for me.
It's
And
delicious.
mayonnaise.
I love mayonnaise. Nobody else likes it. I think we should. I don't know when
Miracle
mayonnaise
Whip.
got a
That
bad
thing
rap.
is the worst.
Yeah,
That is
ever.
terrible.
It's the grossest
Mhm.
thing ever.
I think like the biggest.
We used to
like,
take a bottle of mayonnaise when we would go to certain friends' house because they only had Miracle Whip. And I was not having
And
that.
you like BYOM, so you brought your own mayonnaise.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I can't not have mayonnaise on a sandwich or a burger. So
It's gross.
yeah.
I think one of the greatest tricks the devil ever pulled was convincing people that aioli is not mayonnaise. Because it
Aioli.
is
Oh.
aioli is just fancy
Oh.
mayonnaise.
Yeah, totally. It's just flavor.
They usually flavor it with something,
It's
right?
got like garlic
yeah.
Well, I just
or
saw
like cayenne pepper. It's like,
yeah.
oh, it's aioli. Oh, garlic aioli. Sure, I'll have that. And people are like, mayonnaise is gross. I don't know how you can eat that. Can we have extra aioli sauce, please?
mayonnaise is making, or excuse me, Heinz is making mayonnaise now with like the flavors. So it's like
Mhm. The gig is up now.
barbecue, Barbie mayonnaise or something. I don't know.
Barbie
Like the-
mayonnaise.
Yeah, totally. That's not the name.
Barbie's Dream Mayo.
I'm gonna pull it up because I want to actually read these names.
Lane, what's your nasty snack?
Let's see here.
Hashtag nasty snack.
I like tuna fish. Going back to the mayonnaise thing, I like tuna fish sandwiches, but I like
Yeah.
them like with the onion and like melted cheese and like
Like a
pickles
tuna
and
You go
stuff.
relish. You go
yeah,
relish in it.
yeah,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
all that stuff. Gosh, I like a lot of weird stuff. I like Frito chips on a peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
pretty good.
interesting.
Oh, you guys haven't had that? Oh, it's
I do
so
chips
good.
on sandwiches
Yeah.
sometimes.
Mayo
Nacho
Q.
Lays.
Sorry,
Fritos on
here
peanut
it
butter.
is.
Yeah.
Mayo Q,
Mm-hmm.
Mayo Chup, and Mayo Must.
Mayo chub.
Chub.
What's that?
Mayo,
Mayo
Ketchup.
Mayo ketchup.
Oh,
Mayo Ketchup.
that's fry sauce.
Fry sauce, yeah.
Yeah, Mayo Q is the
They're
Mayo
not
barbecue.
inventing anything. They're just relabeling
They're
it.
they're literally just putting your other condiment into the mayonnaise.
I feel like this
Oh,
is going to
yeah.
fail as bad as peanut butter and jelly in the same jar.
Yeah, which is just gross.
That stuff tastes
Mm-hmm.
so good.
It just looks like gravy when it's
Oh,
all mixed together.
I
So
love it.
gross.
Do they sell it still?
Smuckers?
Do they still put it in the same jar?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Yeah,
Isn't
it's all
it
like
Smucker's?
stripy
Yeah,
and stuff. I
Smucker's
think.
does
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
like all
yeah.
the weird Asian stuff too. I like the sushi, or the seaweed that you can buy at Costco
Okay.
and stuff. I like all that.
Do you
stuff.
do anything with it?
I just eat it.
You
like
just
I
eat it.
eat it
I've
instead
always
of chips,
wondered,
and then you
yeah.
just
Seaweed?
get this like seaweed dust all over you because it's like the most delicate.
You know what I
So-
love is a good spicy pork rind. Chicharrones.
I don't think I've ever had pork rinds.
They're so good.
They
I'll go
look
grab
really
them. They're in
good.
the kitchen.
It's fried pig skin. I mean, it's what you think it is.
Uh-huh.
It's
Literally.
killer.
Yeah, that does look good.
Best thing I just bought at
eat most
Costco
things.
was peanut butter Cheetos. Basically, it's like
Peanut
a
butter
puff.
Cheetos.
It's like a puff, but for peanut butter.
So
All these things
is it
should
made
not
by?
exist.
Is it made by? Who's
It's
that
like-
made by? The Boom Chicka Pop.
Oh yeah,
Is
yeah.
that-
I think
no.
so. No, I don't know the brand.
They make those little fluffy corn snacks.
Mm-hmm.
So consistency of a Cheeto
Yeah.
covered kind of in a peanut
peanut
buttery
butter.
Oh,
thing.
that should not exist.
It's
That
like
sounds so fucking
$5
good.
too for a huge bag.
Like the size of
Oh,
like a
yeah.
pillowcase. From
Yeah,
Costco.
like the size of a pillowcase. It kind of tastes like a Reese's, just no chocolate, right?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, it just tastes
Does it
like
come
your-
with a strap that you can just put on your face like a
You
feed bag and
could.
just
You just gotta get those
Netflix
dentist
and
things.
feed bag?
The dentist things where you can like hang it there and you can just like. Oh man, could you imagine?
No,
I like to
it's
just
amazing. I'm not
read-
300 pounds.
I just read protein. That's what I see. I see 5 grams of protein. I'm like, sweet. Not going to pay
God.
attention to carbs or anything else. Doesn't matter if there's sugar. I'm getting 5 grams of protein on these peanut butter
I've
puffs.
been,
so-
I've been trying to food journal, and that's always been really eye opening to me every time. Where you're like,
When I try to lose, I do lose it on my phone.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Scan all my stuff in.
But then it's like, I almost get like where I have money almost with my calories. So
Yeah.
I was like, do I really want to eat that and spend my calories?
Mm-hmm.
And then the other night I had kept track all day, and then I was gonna go and I was like, oh, I only ate this, but then I was like, oh, I had this many drinks. Never mind, I'm not gonna put it in my log.
If you didn't put it in your log, it didn't exist.
Exactly.
Right? Uh-huh.
It never happened.
For me, it's like the casual, like, cheese eating. Like, you don't even notice that you're doing it, and you're like, how many string cheese did I have?
Oh man,
You
would love the
did
cheese
I
we
eat
have.
800 calories worth of cheese today?
Do you know how easy it is
Standing?
to pound 1,000 calories at an appetizer table?
In the
If you're at a
blink of an
party,
eye.
Ritz with something on
Yeah.
them, have 5 of them. You just had 1,000 calories. It doesn't matter. I don't care what they
That's
put
true.
on them. You just had 1,000 calories
I
and
know.
5 crackers.
Or like chips and salsa at a restaurant.
Oh, it's insane.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
we ate like 2 of those.
I'm going for
I
hat and fappy. I'm going for fat and happy.
Happy.
Hat and
That's your other
fappy.
podcast.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh no.
Fat and fappy.
That's killer. Yeah, I don't want to count calories.
Yeah,
It just
I'm
sucks. I
still
love
paying for the
food.
gym, but I haven't been since December.
Right?
I was going, so I went this week once, and I was gonna go Wednesday, and I was like, yeah, screw it. And then today I was gonna go, but I didn't want to lose my parking spot at work,
That's worth it.
and
I get it.
I was like, I'm just not gonna leave today, so I never left work.
Did you get your steps in?
I
Do you guys do that stuff?
I'm only at 5,800.
Oh, wow, that's only half
How
of
many
them,
do I
huh?
have today?
I know.
I'm at 6,066.
What'd you just say?
I'm at 666.
Nice.
Oh, yeah,
It's really
exactly.
depressing some of those days when you go home at the end of the day and you're like, and I've taken 1,300 steps today.
Right.
That's the
Like,
worst.
and it's 8 p.m. What the hell have I done all day?
And that's I haven't been wearing my bracelet in a couple weeks, but I'll either have like 15,000 by noon or I'll have 10.
I like mine because it gives me reminders. Like, you have 15 steps this hour. And so I'll just get up and I'll do this real quick. And it's like, perfect, you did it.
It likes it when you fold laundry. Have you noticed
Oh,
that?
no.
The Fitbit likes it when you fold laundry because you're waving your
that's
arms
great.
around and
I'm
folding
pretty
things.
sure
You can
it
do like 200
calculate,
steps
like, while
per
I'm
load.
drinking beer.
A
Like,
quick peek in our bedroom, you would learn that we haven't folded laundry in the last year and a
well,
half.
Luke, a year and a half ago, took out my closet and hasn't rebuilt it yet.
Mm.
So, boom, right back at you, honey.
Not the
Do you
only
buy
closet in the
clothes?
house.
Oh, yeah.
That you don't have to iron and stuff.
No,
Because I
I have a
intentionally-
steamer.
Oh,
I steam.
Mhm.
I don't iron. But I just
Don't
buy
iron
new
either.
clothes when I run out of clean clothes.
Stop.
I think every
There are so many
Every-
Goodwill bags in this house
God.
right
I know,
now.
I know.
So
I
funny.
do it too. I think
was
every
like, I don't have any clean clothes, so I'm fast.
I've totally done that too. Like every trip I go on, I like apparently forget that I need underwear. And
Oh.
so like every trip I go on, whether it's a business trip
That's so
or, you know, for training or something like that, it's like, oh, let's go check out the local Target and see what,
Yeah.
what kind of underwear they have here.
Yeah.
And then you can look back as you're doing your laundry, like, oh, remember when you went to that Target in Renton? Like,
I like going
remember
on
that Target with the
vacation
escalator?
with like 12 outfits already and then being like, oh, I have nothing to wear. I need this top.
I love all those memes when it talks about like you wear the same shirt for like 5 days in a row, but when you go on vacation, you take like 30 shirts
Yep.
and like enough pants for you to poop yourself twice a
Yep.
day.
Yep. And what's funny though is when I'm on vacation, I will probably change my shirt 3 times a day.
Oh, yeah,
It's like
totally.
you go back to the hotel room. Okay, we're gonna kill 5 minutes here in the room. May as well change the shirt up. Mm-hmm. You know,
Well, you're going to go do something different.
yeah,
Yeah.
wardrobe change.
Like on the cruise, when we go on cruises, it's like, okay, you need your breakfast outfit, and then you have your lunch, and then you have your dinner, and then you have your going out. And it's like,
Do they have like balls when you go there?
I carry 2
Like a-
everywhere I go.
Like a debutante ball?
balls.
Lol.
They have.
Like a debutante ball?
There's a formal night,
Formal
and then
Do you guys do the prom photos when you're there?
No.
we did
Oh.
a staircase one last
We did
time.
one with the group of 17 people.
Yeah.
That you
Or
knew?
however many. Yeah, we
No.
were
Oh,
all-
we were on a
yeah,
big
yeah.
group last
Oh,
time.
okay.
Um,
Is that when you
No,
got
we actually
married?
just gathered 17 strangers.
we're like, we need a staircase full of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I could show you. I have a photo book. But no, we had, other than that one, though, we didn't do any,
I don't think we bought any photos.
which
this
I
time.
wish we would have.
They're expensive.
Whatever.
I'm going to LA next week.
You gonna get any photos
Ooh.
done? Where?
I don't
See,
know.
what other vacation will you go on where you pay?
So weird.
Where you pay for professional
Are
photography?
you gonna get any photos done?
That's actually on our list. We're going to go to the Getty Museum and then find the closest glamour shots.
I love
Do you
it.
guys have the background with the lasers on it? I look really good in front of lasers.
Yeah,
The one that's
absolutely.
pointing on me though, so it looks
Right.
like I'm about to die.
I just don't understand why I have to pay a ton of money for a photo on a cruise, but no other vacation do you have to do that. So
I get all bent out of shape because my kids do school photos.
Oh.
And it's a fucking arm and a leg to buy those. And
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
I have a phone in my pocket all the time around my kids. I have literally thousands of pictures of my kids. And yet you're going to charge me $40 for four copies.
background,
Right.
however they wind up looking.
Right.
So.
They started doing this thing now. So you do like your school photo in the fall, you
Yeah.
know, with
Oh, yeah,
behind the cloudy background.
Yeah.
Or in front, not behind, in front of the cloudy laser.
Some kids probably
background.
should go behind that background.
Oh God, that's the thing with having kids is like you meet other kids and you're like, oh no.
But what
and
about the ugly ones?
And all kids. So yeah. So
That's so mean.
So we'll come back to this in just a sec. Like, so they do the school photos in the fall, and then and like right around now is when they do like the class photos. But then they started doing this other thing where they're called like personality photos.
Okay.
Like the spring ones.
Yeah, and like so then it's like your kid on like a staircase, like what's
Looking all
up?
sassy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he's got his like arm. Like my son Carter's last year, they had this like fake fence post that he's like leaning on. And he's like, "What's up? I'm Carter."
That's
like
funny.
kindergarten right here.
I think it's only Wenatchee though
man.
that does it, unless my stepdaughter's mom decides not to do it for her because we never get that photo. But we have friends in Manson who do have multiple photos, like 2 photos per school year of
Yeah.
her,
I
and it's
don't
like
remember that
that
ever
one,
happening.
like the regular one, and then it's one where it's super cute and she's like with this like ladder thingy, and it
Yeah.
looks, and I'm like, that one's so cute.
It's way
And
better
they're like,
than the
yeah,
school
it's the same
one.
school year. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they're
We never did that.
5 months apart. Yeah, no. And but like when we were growing up, that was like your chance to get like like a picture of your
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
You know.
Oh.
It was like the school photo, and
I
you
don't know
like
where I have it.
handed them out to your friends.
My
Here's my
grandmother
picture.
had all 10 of us grandkids
Oh,
on
yeah,
her
yeah.
wall, and I have my from baby to senior year photos.
all in the one frame. With
All in
the,
the one
like,
frame
with the
with the like
circle.
thingy that comes off the back.
Uh-huh.
And I can show you literally 1 through 18.
What's your favorite photo of that? What's your worst photo and why? I think I'm definitely better looking as an adult. I'll just throw that out there now than I ever was as a child or an adolescent.
I think my favorite photo is going to be 9th grade
Okay.
because I cut my hair super short, like Sweet Home Alabama status for Reese Witherspoon.
For that reason.
I love it. Oh yeah, I was like, I'm gonna be Reese Witherspoon and cut my hair and like flip it down the back. I love that photo. My worst photo is 3rd grade.
Okay.
I had 4 braces, and I wore
You had braces
headgear.
early. I did
Oh
too.
yeah, because I had a 10mm overbite. So I wore headgear, and it like cut my gums, and then I went to get this super cute like haircut overlay where it was supposed to go, and this lady like chopped me boy cut, and I have like these straight across bangs with like a down and like around my ear. Oh, so
like
bad.
Monty Python, like Old
Yeah.
English.
It is so bad.
Hey, ladies, I realize that we could do this all night.
Oh,
we
yeah,
got
we
it. We
could.
do. We have to wrap it up.
No.
I know. We are going, Laine. You don't get exempted from this.
Oh, is this the
this
the
is-
lightning round?
yep.
Oh, okay. Let me plant my feet on the floor
Yep.
here.
Yep. These are these are
Okay.
some questions.
All right. These are some
Yeah,
questions.
there we go. Okay, this is not that loud. Let's turn that down. Okay, Laine,
Yes.
travel for free rest of your life, eat for free for the rest of your life.
Eat for free.
Okay.
Easy.
Never drink coffee again or never have alcohol again.
Which would I rather? I'd rather not have alcohol. I'll take the coffee.
You
all
want
the time.
coffee
Yeah,
rest of your life? Okay.
Absolutely.
Be thirsty for the rest of your life. Unquenchable. Be hungry for the rest of your life.
Oh. I am not a good hungry person, so I would take thirsty.
You're gonna be thirsty. Oh, that's just
Yeah.
so miserable. Okay,
Because I'm definitely the cranky, hangry.
I get it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I have this one. This is I always try to put the thinker at the end. Now I don't know if I came up with a
Are you
good
going to give me
thinker.
the Lauren question?
No. I'm also going to do
She's
the
like,
original
dang
one.
it.
Okay.
God.
Here's my thinker for you. This is probably easy, but I think it's a thinker. Accidentally send a nude photo to everybody in your phone's contact list.
Oh, God.
Or for the rest of your life,
Okay.
get a dick pic every day. Random stranger dick pic. Have to view it. You have to view. You don't just get to delete it before you open it. You have to view.
So a photo of myself.
One
Just
time.
clarify.
Yes.
One photo.
Time. One nude photo of you gets sent to everyone. Or for the rest of your life you swim in dicks.
I'll take the swimming dicks.
You're gonna take the
one.
dicks.
I will take. I'll receive and
You'll take 'em.
delete.
Yeah.
Rather than send out one time.
Just one
Yeah.
time?
Oh,
Yeah.
is that not part of it?
I mean, no. I mean, that's part of it. Yeah, just one time.
Just a one-time send out.
Yeah,
I'd
everyone
have
in your
to
contact
agree
list.
because
No.
then that's like an image that no one can ever forget. So in their mind,
You're thinking pretty highly of yourself.
wow, you are such a dick. It doesn't matter how ugly it is. It's like it can be
Third
in your
option.
brain.
Third option is to send
my
a
God.
nude picture of Luke to everyone in my contact list one time.
Just one time. It would be for sweet
I'm so mad.
I love you.
God damn it! You're in so much trouble.
I've had my phone for a really long time, so I don't even know who's in there anymore.
There's a
so
lot of
I
them.
would,
Can
Yeah.
you
you know,
imagine?
you scroll back through it and you're like, I don't know who half these people are.
Oh, I
Yeah.
remember them, but it's like college days.
I think a lot of mine were like suppliers and stuff like that from
man.
contracting.
What a treat. It would be just a treat for everyone involved. And absolutely unforgettable. Depending
It
on who
would.
sent the
I'll take the daily spam.
you're taking the spam dick once
Yeah.
a day.
Yeah.
I'm just
And
saying
you
the,
just, like-
the odds are one of them's going to be really gross at some point. You're going to see a wiener that you
Just
can't
one?
unsee.
Is there going to be
I'm
flupa
just saying,
involved?
I don't. It's not. There's no L in that word. It's
Who do they
Fupa.
belong to?
I don't know.
Are
I mean,
they
at very
people in
least-
my contact
yes,
list?
at very least, we're gonna start with
And then I
one
have to
from
match them
everyone.
up.
And
We just started a guess
it's
who
like
game.
a weird game of connect the dots. Yeah,
Ew.
connect the penises.
Does your dick have glasses and facial hair? No. Whap, 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 whap,
Okay, yeah,
Oh my gosh.
that's a good game. There's definitely a
Dick Guess
mystery
Who.
involved. Yeah, Dick Guess Who.
In a long
you might
series
want to
of
get a
other-
trademark on that.
Copyright 2019 Laine Heikel.
Yeah.
Is that like Tinder but for dicks?
No, we're talking. You,
Joking.
you know the little flippy game, the Guess Who,
Yeah, I
but
get
with
it.
wieners.
I just thought of Tinder and that was
Like,
even funny.
Some of them are wearing like hats and glasses.
Yep,
And then,
yep. You could really dress them up.
no.
Does your dick wear a monocle?
What's a monocle?
It's
A
like Mr.
single-
Monopoly.
Yeah, the single eyeglass.
Oh, I see.
Like
Sorry.
the Clockwork Orange.
Got it.
I always leave it on such a lowbrow note. I'm gonna
that
gonna
our
do
last-
it
There we
again.
go.
No,
I think
save
we
us.
can keep
Save
coming
us.
with
Laine,
other,
what
dick
do you
games.
do you have anything to plug right now? You got
I'm
a
not-
page or a
I do. I
Twitter?
actually just bought LaineHeikel.com.
Did you?
I did.
I love
Can
that.
you believe nobody else had it? It's such a common name.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Nobody
With
Laine
can
that
Heikel.
pronounce it.
spelling.
If you
So-
remember back at the beginning of the podcast, I didn't know how to say Heikel. So
There we
It's
go.
okay. I can always tell in like classrooms and stuff like that when people are going down through the roster
Mm-hmm.
when they're about to get to my name because they do this like
Lanny
Laine Heikel.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
Yeah, in Spanish in high school, Senor Flores was going through the roster
Yeah.
one day and said,
Shout out to Senor
Flores.
Yeah, Flores.
My maiden
"Hey,
name
Swanachi."
is Polson,
Mhm.
and I had my science teacher in college call me Poison.
Nice.
I was
Nice.
like, wow. Wow.
Senor Flores said, "Is Senor Laine?"
Oh, there
Aquí?
you go.
I said, "Señorita, por favor." Oh, lo siento.
Oh, I
That's
love
funny.
Senor Flores.
it. So you have LaineHeikel.com.
I do. I haven't.
Is it built?
I haven't done anything with it. I
Okay.
literally just bought it the other day.
Cool.
Because I want to, before any other Laine Heikels grabbed it.
Yes.
Get that established. and
Have you
stuff,
checked
so-
for your doppelganger names? Namelgangers?
Namelgangers?
Yeah.
Actually,
Anyone on Facebook?
the Heikel is actually Swiss German for delicate.
I was wondering
didn't
if
know
it
that.
had something
Yeah.
in there.
I'm actually Finnish though, so I don't know what happened there. But there's a band in. So we did this in college. We Googled Heikel, and there's a band called Heikel in Germany, I think it was, and stuff. And we actually like emailed them, and they emailed us back, and his name was Sven, and we have this like email chain going back and forth with the band called Heikel.
That's fun.
Yeah. Huh.
Okay, so we're gonna keep checking in on that website. 'Cause you're gonna have you're gonna have a lot of cool stuff on there.
I'll be at Radar Station pretty, try to be pretty regular
Thursdays.
there. And I want to Thursdays. Sign-ups at 7, shows at 8. It's been awesome. There's some great comedians. There's some great music.
Seriously,
there.
show
Some
up.
just really cool folks down there.
Great
Meet you
readings.
guys. Yeah, readings. They're doing a bunch of cool stuff down there.
I got one of the poet spoken word guys coming on next week. I hope.
Do you? Who
Connor.
do you have?
Connor.
Oh, Connor.
Yeah.
The pulsating sausage guy.
Yeah.
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 I like Connor. Awesome.
Love him.
Awesome. So gonna try to do some more stuff this summer and
cool.
get around and
Awesome.
when I can. This
Katie,
has been great. Thanks.
Katie, anything to plug? No.
Just the show.
Okay, March 22nd,
22nd.
the West Siders. It's going to be awesome, guys. I cannot stress that enough. Some really cool talent from the West Side coming here to Wenatchee.
Boom.
Tickets at thisprobablydoesn'tmatter.com. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you.
And just keep in mind that this probably doesn't matter.
Bye.